Okay, everybody, Ace Trainer Trent here. Good morning, good morning. I'm recording this in the morning, so for me, it's morning. And this game right here needs no introduction. You guys know what game this is. This is Overwatch 2. And this series is why I love this game. So we're going to talk about my love for Overwatch. It's really back and forth, on and off, but it's really one of my favorite games of all time. Overwatch 1 was amazing. I loved the 6v6. I loved waking up in the morning and not knowing which character I was going to play, and then they dropped Ana, and it was like love at first sight. I if you paid attention to my last video, if you paid attention to my last video, I can't speak. But if you paid attention to my last video, you saw why I love playing Heroes of the Storm. Go ahead and check that game out. My reason for playing Heroes of the Storm overall was that Ana was in Heroes of the Storm, and I love Ana. I'm an Ana main. For those of you that are watching this and you don't know who Ana is a healer, a support character, and she's a sniper. She's the character that you see on the screen. She is an amazing, eloquent, just want to get everybody home safely sniper. She's not like one of the snipers that are unga boonga, I'm gonna pop your head off, I'm looking at you, Widowmaker. That's another character in the game. But I don't know why I love Ana so much. I never really thought about why I love Ana so much, but if Ana wasn't in this game, just like Heroes of the Storm, I don't think I'd play it. And I've quit Overwatch so many times, from part 1 to part 2, and I've even quit in part 2 a couple of times. I just stopped playing the game. It got too stressful and I just stopped playing. But for some reason, I have this urge to play as Ana, so I log back in. I also have a lot of friends that play this game. Shout out to Iria, shout out to Bunny, you know what I'm saying? Miss Medic, if you're out there, shout out if you're listening. Shout out to Fulcrum. Fulcrum is one of my near and dear Overwatch buddies. And we log in and we go ham. As you can see, I'm doing my thing. The good thing about Ana is that I don't have to be all up in the battle to do my job. Some games require you to be right next to your partners to heal. Lucio. Some characters in here, there's one named Lucio, one named Brigitte. They require you to be up in the fray in battle and just taking hits constantly. But with Ana, you can just kind of be out of battle and you can just scope in and you can get yourself some heals. And I think that's the best way to play a healer, positioning, keeping yourself safe, and hitting your shots. If you can't hit your skill shots, you're not doing this correctly, But anyways, why I love Overwatch 2. I love Overwatch 2 because they took something that was seemingly perfect, and yeah, I'm about to get a lot of flack for this. I'm gonna get a lot of flack for this. They took Overwatch 1 that seemed perfect, right? And they were like, but how can we make this more competitive? And I don't know if you guys noticed this, but Overwatch was supposed to be a competitive game from the jump. It was supposed to be strictly for the competitors. It's a fast-paced FPS MOBA. It was supposed to be for the competition of playing the game. So they took Overwatch 1 and they go, okay, cool. How can we make this better? What else can we do? And then they dropped Overwatch 2. And they dropped a slew of new characters. And it was just like, whoa, more black representation, more LGBTQIA plus 2S representation. And it was just an amazing idea that they were doing. And I follow it, I jack it, as they say in New York. But there's something about a game that you can just log into and lose yourself in. And I think that's one of the most influential reasons as to why I love Overwatch. The lore of all the characters, especially Ana, I love her lore. We don't get too much of it because they still haven't released an anime or a comic that's to my liking, but I'm hopeful, you know what I mean? But when this game is played at its highest potential, it is probably one of the most fast-paced games you'll ever play. And for my ADHD, the fast-pacedness is really good. I can zone in, I can clear my mind. I have an objective And my objective is to keep my teammates alive, you know what I mean? And I think I do that pretty well. I don't win every game in Overwatch. As a matter of fact, I lose more than I win. Shout out to our bottom tier players. I just made it to silver rank not too long ago, but then while being in silver, I lost silver. And I'm back to bronze. It's so sad when you think about it, because I grind and grind and grind in this game, and I feel like I'm better than most healers within my ranking, and I just don't know how to get better. You know what I mean? I position well, I hit my shots, and all that good stuff. But the reason I love the game with saying that is because there's always room for growth. You're never the best in Overwatch. I've seen top tier players lose to a team that's not in comms, that are playing off meta, and then they get annihilated. Okay, you know, so there's always room for improvement, and I think that's one of the main reasons why I love this game. The art style is amazing. I love the attention to detail in every single character that they produce. I really love Ramatra's story. He's like that radical freedom fighter, because if you don't know the story of Overwatch, it's a story of when AI and robots take over the world. And there's a group of heroes that are trying to bring back humanity to the forefront of society. And they do it. Overwatch has come to the group Overwatch has come together and disbanded about, I'm going to say 3 times now, right? And every time they come together is for a cause, you know? And one of those times, Ramatra was, you know, kind of influential within the rise of the robots. And he was tired of being a slave. He was tired of always, you know, being seen as a second or third class citizen. And he was like, when are we going to stand up? And it kind of reminds me of the struggles of me being who I am, you know, as a openly Black trans woman. So many intersections that I deal with on a day-to-day basis. And it's just like, when are we going to stop asking the oppressor to stop oppressing us? But we won't get too deep in that. But that is one character that I love. I love Ramatra's lore. I love Genji's lore. I love Genji being the younger brother in the Shimada clan, and everything was left to Hanzo, so he didn't really care about the Shimada clan. He was just out there doing his thing. Something happened. I'm not sure of every detail with Genji and Hanzo's story, but something happened to where Hanzo attacked Genji, and he thought he took his life, and that changed Hanzo. He took his dad's life, I think, and his brother's life. I could be getting things mixed up, but the fact that these characters have this lore between them, it's pretty deep, and that's one thing I gotta thank Blizzard for. Blizzard knows how to make amazing stories. You have, in my head, one of the best stories in the history of gaming is the Hanzo and Genji story. So many different character tropes that came together to make a really good story, you know. And it's these things that really make Overwatch shine, you know. It's the story, it's the lore, it's the fact that they haven't given it all to us, you know. It keeps us wanting more, it keeps us logging in. Have you noticed, if you're an Overwatch player, have you noticed that you get so fed up with this game but you still log in? You want to know why that is? Quality. And I think Blizzard has mastered quality over quantity. I'm not talking about Diablo, do not come at me. I might actually touch bases on why I play Diablo and why I love Diablo after this, but I think Blizzard has mastered the quality over quantity aspect of gaming. If you notice, for a while, Blizzard only had Warcraft and Starcraft for years. Like since I was a child, that's all they had. And then they started doing other things, but when they did other things, it was quality. Okay? You never can complain about the quality of a Blizzard game, and I think that stands out in Overwatch. It doesn't matter how many times we shit on this game. It doesn't matter how many times we log out. It doesn't matter how many times we pull our hair out for this game. We will always log in. And I think that makes this game a very beautiful thing. And that is why I love Overwatch. If you do like everything about this channel so far, I am on a rework of the channel. I'm trying to get back into. Oh, thank you, cat. My cat just knocked down my phone. I'm trying to get into YouTube and stay put. I'm trying to build my base. So if you like the energy here, by all means, hit the like, subscribe, share, hit a comment, and just support your girl. Ace Trainer out.